Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure you're all aware, a few days ago, a mysterious meteor crashed into Earth in an attempt to wipe humanity off the face of the planet. Thankfully, Bo Dallas was able to defeat the meteor's vessel, Tyson Kidd, and prevent the complete destruction of our world, and sent the meteor back into space, where it currently is orbiting the Earth. Unfortunately, the aftermath of the impact has still been quite devastating, and some would say even Lovecraftian. There are confirmed casualties, horrible injuries, and a mysterious rift in the sky that we can't seem to get close to. On top of everything, multiple people have actually been apparently sucked up by the meteor and are trapped inside of it. I know this because due to my close proximity to the meteor when it landed, here at the commentary booth, my existence was actually split in two, and one of me was sucked into the meteor. That's right. I am experiencing both places at the same time. I retain memories of both existences, and my two selves have the exact same thoughts. It is literally just me, but in two different places. And, in fact, I can now confirm the names of two individuals who were sucked into the meteor due to their close proximity to it. Former world champion of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, Solid Snake, as well as the hero that saved us, Bo Dallas. Although my other me is telling me that Bo Dallas has been doing his best to keep spirits up inside the meteor, even talking about putting on some shows. Which leads us to some good news. Curtis Axel, who's been off working indie shows at the time of the meteor's impact, has promised to find and save Bo Dallas, and rebuild the WWE. WWE Champion Freddy Krueger has agreed to help Curtis Axel with his endeavor. And so, that's why we're here. Tonight, I will give you all a damage report as we take stock of those who have been unfortunately lost, those who have been sucked into the meteor, and those who have decided to try and help rebuild wrestling, all demonstrated by fancy holograms walking to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a long project ahead of us, but tonight we begin our hard day of searching and documenting, an operation that will hereby be referred to as the draft. A few days ago. Can make any match work in universe? Yes. Yes, it can. Only for pay-per-views, as regular shows will be completely decided by universe itself for pure absolute chaos. But yeah, you know what? I'll adjust the rewards, but I think make any match should absolutely be able to work in pay-per-views here. With some exceptions. I'm gonna not make it any match. I think just use, I'm gonna say make any match won't work, but just make a match will work. You can't take someone else who already has a match. That's basically the only rule. Which is if that's the only rule, you don't really need to use make any match on it. I am gonna go ahead, right out of the gate. I'm gonna assume book a show doesn't work here. Unfortunately, it does not, due to the fact that I'm not booking any shows except for pay-per-views. I will go ahead. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off now. I've got some casualties here in front of me. These are the ones that are gonna hurt the most, and I'm gonna take care of them. The main event of WrestleMania was Solid Snake defending his title against TJ Perkins. The match ended when Solid Snake choked out TJ Perkins with a CQC. TJ Perkins' body was actually still there. It had rolled outside of the ring during the Tyson Kidd and Bo Dallas match. And as I am being informed by the scientists currently examining the crash site, it appears that TJ Perkins' body was in direct bullseye path with the meteor's impact. The meteor literally collided onto TJ Perkins' body when it crashed into the Earth. So, it should not be too big of a surprise to anyone that we unfortunately have not found the remains of TJ Perkins, but nonetheless, we wish our condolences to TJ Perkins' friends and family. And on that note, we move on to two former champions. The recognized character champion, Jack Gallagher, and the Big Pimpin' champion, Jetlag, who were backstage in the arena celebrating their WrestleMania title wins when the meteor collided. The meteor's aura made its way to the back of the arena, and not only caused Jack Gallagher and Jetlag to fuse together, it also fused both of their title belts to their now singular head. So it is with a heavy heart that I must, unfortunately, announce the retirement of the Recognized Character Championship. One of the most important staples of Universe, and a championship that will be sorely missed. And finally, actually no, not finally at all. Oh god. Oh, this one hurts me. This one hurts me. There was a match at WrestleMania. Balor, Finn Devitt, teaming up with his newly released demon Finn Balor in a tag team match against Braun Strowman and Neville, Brains and Brawn, with Neville's career on the line. Neville and Braun won. They all went backstage. When the Meteor connected, Finn Devitt was once again fused with his inner demon, the Demon King Balor. But, unlike before, where the demon simply rested inside of Balor, I'm really not sure how to explain what happened to him. A demon was not meant to re-merge with its host after separation. You'll see what happened to Balor. As for Neville, he won that match, and for his first time ever in Universe mode, he was not fired. He finally managed to end a Universe mode without being fired. And when the meteor impacted, his entire body burst into flames, and Neville was unfortunately burned alive. It's been a hard go these last few days as we continue to check the wreckage. But I will continue to keep you updated on casualties, including the one that I have just been informed of right now. Significantly less gruesome. He just died at Impact. Kakashi Hatake, unfortunately, on the casualty list, has passed away. And that's all the casualties I have right this moment. As we begin the draft, my report of those who are around. I get it. Fire. Oh fuck, I mean rip. I don't know if the oh fuck is for Neville or Kakashi. Anyway, here's how this is gonna work. Using holograms, walking to the ring, I will... Okay, sorry. I saw Mark Henry and Matt Hardy next to each other, and I thought it said Mark Henry twice. I will reveal to you, one at a time, first one person who has been sucked into the meteor, followed up by one person who Curtis Axel has hired to be a part of his new rebuilt WWE. So if you'll give me just a moment to get the list together, if there's anything you would like us to discuss, any questions you currently have about the draft here tonight, anything that's currently gone unanswered that you worry may or may not be answered. As I prepare, I can get that ready. Dunks, he's having a real rough go. Really hoping Almas makes it here. Wasn't lost. Did Thorin survive? Yes, if you recall, in WWE 2K18 Universe, Thorin was actually in a spaceship in space orbiting the Earth, which is why he was not in the WrestleMania match with me and Jacob. So actually, Thorin is very much still alive, still in his spaceship. He's also revolving there. The Earth now has 3 things revolving it: the meteor, the moon, and Thorin himself in a little spaceship. Little space base of his own. I'm gonna do something real quick. It's gonna take me slightly longer, but we're still working this. Don't worry. I didn't have an issue. I'm just gonna do something to make things more convenient for myself with this list. Now you may be asking yourself, Trey, why wasn't this list prepared beforehand? And the answer is simple. Because I am going to figure out this list as you figure out this list. And he didn't take the meteor hit for Earth, SMH. Well, he's not flying around Earth, he's revolving around Earth. He's not in control of it. Alright. The list has been made. Let me see if I can. Do this. Just trying to make things less visible to me, to be honest with you, so that I can be slightly more surprised. I guess ultimately it doesn't matter since I have to enter them in to create their holograms, but nonetheless, there we go. This is a good way to have it laid out. Alright, there we go. I'm now setting this up. 8 holograms will go to the ring in order of, you know. It's, first person sucked in the meteor, someone drafted by Curtis Axel, alternating like that. Once I find this arena here. At least Thorn has his own future spaceship arena. Perhaps. Okay. It doesn't, like, scream out their names when I click it, does it? I'm about to find out. It does not. Okay. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. That's super weird. Okay, unrelated fun fact. If you try to have a normal 8-man match in the Overlord's Coliseum, you cannot, like... You can't not be someone. You have to be a character. I think. It's like telling me I need to be a character. Whether or not I actually need to, I have no idea. Maybe the game's just glitching out. How are you all doing this evening as I set this up? Fuck. Okay, shit. These might be getting double randomed. So here's something else. Here's something else I don't know. This draft might get super randomed. Because I'm putting them in. I'm putting the first 8 in the order that I see them. I have no idea if they come out left to right. Or if they come out based on, like, when they get put in. I don't know. It's very confusing. Better than this morning. I heard about that. Okay. I hope they just come out the order I put them in. If not, you'll never know. Because I'll just play it off as that's where they're supposed to be. Because really, it doesn't matter. Since this is entirely random. Is there anyone you're all hoping gets drafted here tonight? Is there anyone you're hoping got sucked into the meteor? You know, some of you are sickos. I think it's left to right. Thank you. No real harm done if it's not. Are there any big hopes from anyone? I've been informed. Well, I'll wait to say it. Till I've gotten all these selected. Alright, the last 2. Can I just... Oh, I absolutely can sort by letters. Thank God. That's gonna make this a lot faster. Alright. It has been selected. The first 8 competitors. The first 4 sucked in the meteor. And the first 4 that have been drafted. And I have received word from General Manager Curtis Axel that these first 4 people he has drafted, are 4 names that he is extremely big on, that he plans on building his company off of. And later on tonight, these 4 competitors are going to face off in 3 matches, with the winner walking away with the brand new global championship. So something very exciting to look forward to. I forgot this game had loading screens. I should have said that during the loading screen. We are going to watch the full entrances for these 8. After that, we'll watch the entrances long enough to see the competitors and then skip. Should I pick up my reporter microphone again? It's been a few days. That's up to you. I was considering having Dunks be an interviewer, but he's way too horny today to be doing that job. And here we go. It's time to find out who the first person sucked into the meteor is. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Of course, here we are at the crash site. It's very torn up, dilapidated, but we've got a big crowd here to find out where all their favorite superstars made it. And here's the first individual who was sucked into the meteor. It was Sting. Okay, I'll say it's 100% not in the order I put them in, but that just means I'm not going to know who's going where. I'll know what ain't got put in, but I don't know who's going to where. Sting has been sucked into the meteor. As I put him down now. Of course, once again, Sting is not actually here right now. This is a hologram of Sting put together by the lovely hacker Naomi. Yikes, that stings. Everyone laugh. Where'd those fireworks come from? Also holograms. Boo. Oh, Dunky's not happy. He said, no, not Sting. He's an icon. How could he get sucked into the meteor? Why is God so unfair? Feel free to let me know how the volume is, by the way. I think we're probably good, but we'll see. And now the first person, one of the first 4 people, Curtis Axel, is building his company around. It's Sami Zayn. Oh, Dunks is rumbling. Oh, Dunks is going wild. I'm glad, like, muting the commentary by just lowering the volume leaves the announcers and stuff on. So I know that was kind of an issue before. Sami Zayn, the very first person Curtis Axel called up and hired is Sami Zayn. And that means Sami Zayn will participate in the mini 4-man tournament later tonight to decide the first ever global championship. And I'll tell you right now, both secondary titles for the 2 shows will have gimmicks to them, but I will wait to reveal their gimmicks here tonight. Frosty Vamp saying that this company is doomed. An old man and an injury-prone Sammy. Alright, here's the next person sucked into the meteor. Who else met an unfortunate fate? Oh, we all know who it is, unless someone else has his entrance. It's none other than Triple H. The former COO of WWE was sucked into the meteor. Okay. So I might know who's on each show now. Because I think it's putting them in the opposite order I entered them. Another fucking old man. What the fuck are you doing? No. The first 4 are not Axel. It starts with someone sucked into the meteor, then someone from Axel, then the meteor. Sting and Triple H were sucked into the meteor. Sami Zayn is with Axel. The next person is the second guy with Axel. That being said, had it done them in the order. Yeah, Triple H and Sting are sucked into the meteor. Now, I mean, going behind the scenes a little bit, it definitely, like I said, it messed up the order. I think it did the opposite order of what I put them in. Had it done them in the correct order, Triple H and Sting would have been drafted by Curtis Axel. But that's a different timeline. Which, of course, as I said, the meteor, it makes things all fucky. But we are going to find out soon. who the next person with Curtis Axel is. This is why we're not watching all of the entrances. They go on for 100 fucking years. I will let everyone get to the ring, and then we will skip their entrance. Fire Pro really had a significant update. Just as dirty, though. I see, the Meteor is a mark, and Axel is an idiot. Well, let's see if you still think Curtis Axel is an idiot when you see who the next person that Curtis Axel brought into the company is. Of course, it goes without saying, Freddy Krueger is with Curtis Axel as he's WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And Solid Snake is inside the Meteor, as is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. You know, these things have been said. Who else did Axel get? Who is it? It's Edge! It's the Rated R Superstar Edge. Curtis Axel grabbing a big name here. Fresh out of retirement. Oh my! Curtis Axel has Edge on his show. You're right, these intros do go on forever. I guess the longer the intros goes on, the less time you spend playing. It's a smart move, really. Make sure all these are down. Put him here. Put him here. I will say I wish Solid Snake was not in the Meteor and was in an injury-prone old man. Axel, come on. Dude, alright. Alright, wait, who's the next person sucked into the Meteor? Who is it? The next person sucked into the Meteor is... I actually can't hear the music most of the time. The crowd does not look happy. Oh, they're very upset. Oh, no. Oh, they're not happy. Oh, no! No wonder they're not happy! JTG got sucked into the Meteor. Oh, it's just one tragedy after another. No wonder the crowd was so upset. They wanted to see JTG go on to do great things, not get sucked up into a meteor in the sky. Please, Frosty, I've never seen Sammy or Edge get injured. I'll talk about real life for a minute. Dude, I was eating when I was watching the opening of Raw. I was so fucking mad when they put Edge's raw cut open arm on the screen. I was so fucking furious. Not JTG, dude, this Meteor's a mark. No, fuck. Why are they wrestling on the set of Mad Max? He hasn't wrestled in years. I'll follow if you get my character in this. Unfortunately, I have maxed out my 100 character slots, which was disappointing because I was trying to get more characters for something that's later on. But who did Curtis Axel hire for his show? It's Oni Lorcan! Oh, Curtis Axel, he called up Oni Lorcan. He said, I know one thing, and it's that Oni rules. Thank you for the follow. And Oni rules is now in Curtis Axel's promotion. Oni Lorcan, Edge, Sami Zayn, 4 competitors that Curtis Axel's hoping to build his division around. Trey called your bluff. Listen, if I had the empty slot, I absolutely would have found his guy and put him in the match we're doing later. Finally, some new blood. Oni Lorcan with a nicely short intro. Thank you, Oni Lorcan. Big fan already. Who's next? Wait, what? Wait. Oh, wait! Oh my god! Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia has been sucked into the Meteor. Oh, things are not looking good for the world of heroes. How do you make your own channel rewards or channel points? It's, It's in, like, I think community settings? Fuck, dude, I don't remember. It is. It's in my community settings. I can adjust channel points. Dude, one of the best heroes in the world trapped inside of the meteor. That is not good for planet Earth, who could really use some heroes right now. A new day. And finally, the last person Axel chose for his company of this first set. It's the Viper, Randy Orton. That's right. Curtis Axel, he's booking the greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash. Man, Izuku might have mutated because of the meteor. Wonder if he'll cry before, after, or during the match. Curtis Axel, he watched the most recent Backlash. He said, "Huh, what's my first pay-per-view gonna be? I know, it'll be Backlash, and I'll have the greatest wrestling match ever." Dunks, you really don't need to call him out right now. I know. Dunks is very sad that Almas hasn't appeared yet. He's so scared that Almas is gonna be dead. I see the Viper hasn't mutated. Nope, Randy Orton's just chilling on it. Oh, that's Sting hologram. It's broken free of its AI. It's loose. It's become autonomous. There you go, Frosty. Some new exciting talent. Alright, dude. Fuck the rest of Randy Orton's entrance for real, though. Yeah, Oni and Izuku. The artist was quite kind in how he drew Izuku. This is what he really looks like. Oh shit, oh fuck, there goes Sting. Alright. There's your first 8. I'm gonna ask a question. So, absolutely, I know for a fact, the game, this is behind the scenes stuff. The game, like, swaps the ones I put in. So, like, originally Axel's draft was gonna be Midoriya. Wait, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. It completely randomizes it. Okay, never mind what I was gonna ask. So just for the record, the 8 in order that I put them in was Midoriya, JTG, Triple H, Sting, Sami Zayn, Edge, Oni Lorcan, and Randy Orton. So I think literally only Randy Orton had his, like, same spot. Maybe Triple H. All those cutscenes, it couldn't hide the loading behind them. I'm glad the timekeeper didn't get sucked in by the meteor. Actually, the person at ringside ringing the bell will be revealed this round. In fact, it was Curtis Axel's next pick who is getting sucked into the meteor. Which, do I have enough? Okay, there we go. How's everyone feeling about, about the people that have been picked so far? While I put these in. Oh. Okay, listen. I figured out the order that they enter in. Do you want me to... The order that the character... Do you want me to put the characters in the order that they are on the list so that I know what order they come out and, like, the way they were randomized in the list is how they come out? Or do you want me to just put them left to right like I did last time so it still shuffles them up a little bit? My money's on Izuku. Poor JTG. Oh, yeah, that's right. Who is it? Oni Lorcan, Randy Orton, Edge, and Sami Zayn are competing in the mini tournament for the Global Championship. Do you really know? Yes, I figured out what I did wrong. Quote-unquote wrong. I figured out why they were not in the order I put them in. It doesn't go left to right, but I do know the order it goes in. What's this RNG bullshit? How do you want me to do it? Do you want me to do it the order the list says, or do you want me to do it left to right so it still gets shuffled? Still left to right? Alright. Then some of them will be correct, some of them will still be shuffled. Like, I'll know that number 16 is the last person coming out. That's about all I'll actually, like, know. Gotta get up to get down. I'll do the left to right. Make it a little more interesting. So now once each of these individuals gets to the ring, I will skip their entrance to make it go a little bit faster. Is there anyone else is hoping for? Hoping to see coming up? I don't have... I wish I had someone here with me to do commentary to help fill the gap when I have to find the names. Because as usual, I'm not good at talking and reading at the same time. But I'm doing my best here. I wish I didn't have to click like 7 buttons for each person, you know? Like, let me just click the name and let's move on. Let's get this moving on here. That being said, we do have our next 8 decided. I have the list in front of me. I do also have to manually select the arena every time, which super sucks. Okay, here we go. My main man, Kirito. I'm hoping to see Jacked Frost. Do either of you have a preference where you hope they go? Do you hope either of them get sucked inside the meteor for some reason? Or do you really want to see them in Curtis Axel's show? Once again, we'll be starting with someone sucked into the meteor, followed up by Curtis Axel's hire. Dude, there's so much fucking loading. Who do you hope becomes the first ever global champion? Between Edge, Randy Orton, Oney Lorcan, and Sami Zayn. Here we go. It's time. The next person sucked in the meteor. I have no faith in Axel. Meteor's a mark. Really, they're all dead anyway. The next person sucked up into the meteor is none other. Here it comes. It's Parappa the Rapper. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Parappa the Rapper up into the meteor. Fuck, why is it so loud? Parappa the Rapper heading out. Off to be in the meteor. The moment he fucking steps foot in that ring, we're skipping. Here we go. The next person, Curtis Axel is hired. It's gonna be... the Gangsta Paul. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's Pepsi Man! Curtis Axel, he's getting that branding in. He went out and he got himself the Pepsi Man, the official drink of the new WWE. Pepsi Man. Damn, if only Pepsi Man could have been one of his top 4. That shit would have been fire. Oh, Lord. Pepsi Man coming to the new WWE. Pepsi Man. He doesn't really have as much pep in his step as he used to. He's a very tired individual after all this. He needs money to support the show. That's the same sign. I feel the boner. I was drinking Pepsi. Coincidence? Yes. And here comes... oh, no! Oh, you hate to see it! Mustafa Ali was sucked into the meteor. Oh, you hate to see it happen. But you know what? Ali, he told me, myself, in the meteor. He said, I'm gonna be a force of good inside the meteor. I'm gonna be the law that the meteor needs, and I'm gonna help keep the peace. Oh shit, someone actually made Art the Clown on WWE 2K20. Shit, I should have got that. That would have been better than some of the shit I got. Mustafa Ali, but he looks a little different. It's his force he put together with machines he found inside the meteor. You know, Ali, he told me, I mean, he didn't have to tell me, I'm there, I'm inside the meteor right now, as well as here. It's actually very futuristic inside the meteor. There's actually quite a lot of technology in there. And Mustafa Ali, he used a bunch of it to make himself a police uniform. He is gonna be the piece that the meteor needs. But who does Curtis Axel need? Curtis Axel has grabbed himself his own police force. Curtis Axel says that Ali, he's got something going on. I wanted him to be a force of good in my company, so I'm going to need to get myself another force of good. I'm getting Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. The Meteor's starting to make good picks. Do you think the Meteor like actively chose its picks, or do you think they're all just complete random chance? I mean, the Meteor is a sentient being. But he's in a Soviet camp. It's non-canon. This is Stranger Things Season 1 Jim Hopper. Rest of that hasn't happened yet. I was really disappointed there was not a Demogorgon. I will be honest with you. As we move on to the next person sucked into the meteor. I would love to watch the full entrances, but we have about 179 people to get through. And the next person sucked into the meteor. I saw someone get real mad about this. Someone is not happy about this individual being sucked in the meteor. Who is it? Get the camera working. Oh my god, it's Keanu Reeves. Oh, no wonder he was so mad. Keanu Reeves is in the meteor. Apparently all of E3 is in the meteor. That's why it was canceled this year. The entirety of E3 was sucked into the meteor along with Keanu Reeves. No fuck. I mean, at least Keanu Reeves is still alive. That's something you could take from this. He might be in the meteor, but at least he's living. Meteor's making fire choices. You know, he's not dead, but he's not here with us anymore. And you know, you may not have seen it, but I'll tell you right now, it's an absolute nightmare inside this meteor. It may be futuristic, but it's not hell on Earth, because we're here on Earth. It's hell orbiting Earth. It's a nightmare in there. There's monsters everywhere. There might be monsters down here everywhere with all these mutations going on. They opened the door at E3 and no one came out. Keanu was waiting for E3 reveal and got sucked in. Curtis Axel, I think his final pick of this segment. No, he's got one more. It's Apollo Crews. No, this is his last. Is it? No, he's got one more after this. Apollo Crews being drafted by Curtis Axel. It's Event Horizon, isn't it? Listen, I did consider naming the Meteor show Event Horizon. WWE Event Horizon. I did not go with that, but maybe I should have. The Meteor thought Keanu was breathtaking. Apollo Crews coming to the new WWE. A big talent grab right there for Curtis Axel. Wait a second, some fans of Apollo signs. Who's leaking Axel's plans? Now the final person sucked in the meteor on this report. Event Vertical. Event Vertigo. Alright. Was that a Jesus Christ? Is it an image of... Oh no! Not Boshi! No! No! Fuck! It's Boshi! The cooler Yoshi! He got sucked into the meteor! I can't believe this! No! First Keanu, and now Boshi sucked into the meteor. And Parappa the Rapper. All of the cool people got... The meteor just started grabbing cool people. He's so cool. Fuck, dude. He's real cool. Oh, no. Oh, look at the crowd booing. They're furious. They can't believe the cooler Yoshi got sucked into the meteor. The Meteor must be sentimental. The Meteor just wants all the cool shit. Meteor's like, no one's cooler than me. I'm gonna have the coolest insides ever. This music is head bopping. No, man, he's so cool. Oh my god! I'm so glad I hesitated to skip it. And now the final person joining Curtis Axel's crew on this segment here. It's a big pick from Axel. He's getting some final firepower. That's right. Curtis Axel got Goldberg. He's a coolness overload. Hello, Dunks. I love you. Thank you. I know. Dunks is very distressed about Boshi getting sucked in the Meteor and the fact that Almas is still nowhere to be seen. Dunks is very stressed right now. Goldberg is Curtis Axel's final pick for this round. Axel really grabbing some star power here after getting some new blood. You really got to feel like Curtis Axel had a plan with a lot of his picks here in this round. He had his 4 at the start that he wanted to build the company around for whatever reason. You can really feel he's filling roles. He's filling roles with these 4 picks. We're not sitting through the whole Goldberg entrance. You got the fireworks. And to answer your question, who was it? Who was ringing the bell? Apollo Crews was ringing the bell. That's who it is. Apollo Crews, he's having fun with a bell. Crews can't lose. What the fuck? I found a good-looking male version of Carrie. Like from the horror movie Carrie? So how does everyone feel about the picks so far? Every 3 rounds, I'll run down who all has been drafted. Well, every 5 rounds, I'll run down. So this will keep going a little faster. I want the male wrestlers. Male only. Gesundheit, Dunks. Gesundheit. Stinky. Oh my goodness. That was a big... It's all over my leg. You stinky boy. Wait a minute. Oh, right, he's somewhere else. Because his name's all fucked up. I was like, where is this person? Yeah, Stephen King's scary. The Meteor's insides are pretty cool. Alright. Dude, my stomach is grumbling. Which is not a good sign this early on. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm looking at some of these fucking picks. Jesus Christ. I don't know where they're going, but fuck these picks. Let's see. That individual. We all rumble when we all tumble. Dude, holy fuck these picks. Don't cry, Bubba, don't cry. Almas will be here, maybe. I don't know where Almas is. Dude, I hate the people with wacky names, because I'm like, where the fuck do you fall alphabetically? I'm almost done, though. I never did find Samoa Joe's robot arm, to be honest with you. Alright. The picks have been locked in. These better be fire picks. They're not all fire picks, but there's a lot of fire picks in here. Friend Riot SQ. Fuck. You forgot the colons. There are at least 3 to 4 fire picks. Just absolutely out of control picks. I have been scammed. Oh no. How have you been scammed? Scammed, I should say. I read the word scanned right as I tried to say that. You can tell how fire these picks are based on how long these loading times are. So we're still loading. Here we go. The next set of drafts. Who's going into the Meteor? The first person in this group going into the Meteor. You bastard on top of me. It's Scooby-Doo!
The following contest.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You're sucked inside the Meteor.
From New York, weighing in at 144 pounds, the Dog.
The Dog. The Meteor really taking in a bunch of dogs, got Parappa the Rapper, and now has Scooby-Doo. Was he in a swimming pool? Yes. Scooby-Doo was going for a swim when the Meteor landed. Why does he have a Doge on his nipple? Ruh-roh. Oh, fuck, right. Alright, who's Curtis Axel grabbing? Who is Curtis Axel getting on his show? Curtis Axel, he made a very important phone call for this pick. That rubber ducky got fused to him. I swear Scooby was involved in the storyline. He was. He was a tag team partner with someone as Mystery Inc. They were rivaling with Ed. Oh, it's Batman! Curtis Axel got the Batman! He had to place a lot of calls for this one, but he finally got himself a big hero. He lost Ollie, he lost Midoriya, but thankfully he was able to secure a hero for planet Earth. And Batman is joining Curtis Axel's crew. Scooby-Doo did have a tag team partner, I just don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Scooby-Doo and Ed. Maybe they were the team. Maybe he wasn't rivaling with Ed. Meteor's in shambles. He wanted a dark, cool hero. Well, the Meteor may not have gotten Batman, but he got someone that made this game chug just now. Whoever this is must be heavily manipulated by the Meteor, as you saw reality just slow down for a bit there. And I think I know exactly who it was. No. Oh no, it was the man who was most heavily affected by the Meteor. A man who I believe had a piece of the Meteor attached to him and start growing. A man who was truly morphed by the Meteor. Oh no. There he is. Brock Lesnar. Where is he? Oh god. None of that is an outfit except for his shorts, by the way. That's just how Brock Lesnar looks now. Lucha Lesnar losing to Drew Gulak at WrestleMania. Filled with despair. Thank you, Jose, for the sub. Lesnar filled with despair when the Meteor hit. It felt that despair, and it latched onto him. And the Meteor took hold of Lesnar's body and turned him into some form of Kaiju Lesnar. Some kind of eldritch being. Axel very terrified of what Brock Lesnar has become, but can't lose sight of his goal of rebuilding wrestling. And so he's hired Jerry the King Lawler.
Weighing in at 235 pounds, Jerry the
Curtis Axel actually wants to inform you that he was trying to call Brock Lesnar to get him in the show, not realizing that Lesnar had been sucked up into the meteor. And Jerry Lawler picked up the phone, and Axel, he just couldn't bring himself to say no. Lawler just sounded so sad, just sounded so desperate. He couldn't help it. Now Jerry the King Lawler is here on Curtis Axel's show. What is he doing? Why is he grabbing his crown by the jewels? Shut up, Jerry. Listen, Meteor clearly has the better roster. Well, let's see who else is getting added to the Meteor's roster. I love that there's one sunglass lens on each of the highest climbers in the emote. Who is it? Who is this? Who else got sucked into the... Oh, it's shit! Where did he come from? Sorry, we had a little malfunction with the Sheamus hologram. Sheamus, also very cool. Also with sunglasses. Also sucked into the meteor.
From Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Sheamus, a very interesting person to have been sucked into the meteor. Going to work, Sal. It was a great stream. Thanks for coming. You too. Have a good work. And Sheamus is in the meteor. I think it's time for Axel's final pick of this round. No, it is not. Axel has two more. Axel, he really needs to turn his roster. There were just so... The meteor looted so many people. Axel didn't have many people left to work with. He just had to hire who he could. And that includes Paul Bearer, who was brought back to life by the meteor's impact. And Curtis Axel said, "Oh, fuck me, man. I just gotta take anybody at this point. The meteor's taken so many people. I just gotta grab who I can." And so he grabbed Paul Bearer. This is a tiny face. This has been a rough round for Axel. I mean, he got Batman, that's real good. But Lawler and Paul Bearer, they're not great. Oh, Mako, Axel, what are you doing? He's so round. And the final person of this round on this report, sucked into the meteor. Trapped inside the meteor. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? Who could it be stuck in meteor? What have I missed? Paul Bearer went to Curtis Axel's show. I think that was it. You just missed Paul Bearer. Oh my god, the Snickers man. Oh, that poor Snickers man. Poor Snickers man. Just trying out here, trying to sponsor WrestleMania. When he got sucked into the meteor and melted. Look how melty he is now. The heat from the meteor melting the Snickers man. As he was pulled into the meteor. You hate to see it happen. He was always such a good sponsor. And you know what, that's less of a benefit to the meteor and more of just a crippling blow to Axel. Axel really needed all the sponsorships he could get. He got Pepsi Man, but the meteor got Snickers Man. Axel has Pepsi and now Meteor has Snickers. And the final draft of Axel for this round. Axel really needs to pull out all the stops for this pick. Could it be this individual's hero? I'm just waiting for either my Teletubbies or the Power Rangers. Oh, who is this? Who did Curtis Axel get his hands on? There's something on the ramp. It's a lot of candles. Who did Curtis Axel get? What deals did Curtis Axel make to summon whatever being this is? What have you done, Curtis Axel? Oh my god. Curtis Axel has the Slender Man.
And from Oakland, California, weighing in at
Slender Man, of course.
200 pounds,
Axel got candles. I'm spooked. Axel, I don't like how long he's staring there. Axel got one half of the Orphan Cripplers, the Slender Man. I'm actually receiving word right now that Venom and Carnage's former hosts were both killed by the meteor. Their bodies have been recovered. Currently unaware of where Venom or Carnage is. Or, I guess would be the correct spelling there. Why is he so good? Slenderman clearly must have been feeding off the meteor's power. Just look at that purple smoke. I thought the Snickers Man was gonna grab him. Oh, this is a new Slender Man. This is a Slender Man not held back by the shackles of Adolf Hitler or Venom. This is a free Slender Man, and he is now a part of Curtis Axel's wrestling promotion. And now, running down the roster picks so far. Currently trapped inside of the meteor: Sting, Triple H, Bo Dallas, Solid Snake, JTG, Izuku Midoriya, Parappa the Rappa, Mustafa Ali, Keanu Reeves, Boshi, Scooby-Doo, Brock Lesnar, Sheamus, and the Snickers Man. Currently drafted by Curtis Axel. Onto his roster: Sami Zayn, Freddy Krueger, Edge, Oni Lorcan, Randy Orton, Pepsi Man, Jim Hopper, Apollo Crews, Goldberg, Batman, Jerry Lawler, Paul Bearer, and Slender Man. So tall, so suit. We are going to take a temporary break. It's a bathroom and snack break. We will return in about 5 minutes or so. As I collect more reports, we will return shortly. I will tweet out when we are back. Okay, I'm back, and I can now report on the confirmed news that Neville is alive. Neville has in fact survived his horrible burns, but just barely. No, God, I'm still choking from the smell of all the burnt flesh. We currently have Neville in critical condition, trying to take care of him. We're pulling for him to make a strong recovery, and I will update you should any updates happen. He is unkillable. Jesus Christ. Someone asked, do you guys think both trays say the same thing at the same time? Yes. Always. Constantly. Until we don't. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Right now, I am giving this info to both all of you here and the people who are trapped in the meteor. They want to know what's going on. And it's not fair that they shouldn't know what's going on. And we have our next set of picks ready to go. Oh, baby. Oh, this is a tough one. It's a tough round. There's going to be some people going to the meteor here that I'm going to be real sad about seeing go to the meteor. Alright, we just got to prepare ourselves. Man, what a big early twist reveal. Listen, I'm taking some lessons from Polaroid, alright? I'm seeing what works and what doesn't. The meteor has dealt a blow to us here on Earth as it took all of the cool people. It's not fair when White Day has out of nowhere QuickTime events returning to the very... What does that have to do with anything? Why is that so funny to me? It's not fair when White Day has out of nowhere QuickTime events. Yeah, guys, you guys should definitely come to Discord movie night the next time I say we're watching White Day. because we've decided we're not just doing movies on movie nights, and so we were watching a playthrough of the game White Day, and it's probably the funniest I've ever been talking over a game. Alright, here we go. Who's getting the meteor? Just hit me with it. I know it's gonna be someone cool. Just get it. I'm not gonna be happy no matter who it is. Who's in the meteor? Just rip the band-aid off. Just tell me. Why is there so many colors? Oh god, it's so cool. Oh, thank god it's Hulk Hogan. Oh, thank god it's just Hulk Hogan. Woo! Woo! Alright, Hulk Hogan's in the meteor. Dude, with how many people I know we're in this round, we dodged the bullet, brothers. Crowd's very excited. They're like, yeah! Send him to space! Send him to space! They said, get Hogan out of here. Thank God Hogan will not be here to ruin Curtis Axel's new WWE. Fuck, I just realized his bandana says Hogan still rules. That shit sucks. Man, Hogan's somehow not in the news. Listen. Hogan's a bad person, but he's not a monster, to my knowledge. He's really just like your generic old person with bad opinions. A product of his era that never grew. I love the Wasteland ref. I just want to say that. I love the Wasteland ref. If I could keep him for other matches, I absolutely would. Oh! Why did I burp? Dude, that was Shrek coming out of me right there. Curtis Axel got Shrek. Dude, Curtis Axel, he went out during that break and he scrambled to get the best people could. He knew he had to turn things around. And he started out strong here. Slenderman was a good pick, going right into Shrek. Another big pick here for Curtis Axel, trying to turn his roster around. Oh god, send him his face. That character face is atrocious. Listen, it was either this or a way too humanoid Shrek, and I went with the funnier one. I think Axel went too far. Axel only knows extremes. Oh, dude, even he's upset about it. This is just a hologram, but even Kurt Hawkins upset about it. Even the Kurt Hawkins hologram is like, alright, settle down, I get it, everyone's happy to see me gone. Whatever, I'll just go join myself in the meteor. Ha ha, very funny. Well, we all do just have to face the facts that Kurt Hawkins is trapped inside of the meteor. No wonder why Meteor picked Hogan instead of Shrek. But who's Axel grabbing along with Shrek? No, not Hawkins. Axel made a big pick with Shrek, maybe too big. How is Axel gonna follow that up? Oh my god! Oh my god, Axel's out of control. It's none other than Mamoru Takamura. Let me know if I didn't pronounce that right. The greatest fighter in the entire Ippo anime. Some say the greatest fighter in the world. Oh my god, Axel, he's busting out the biggest guns for this one. What was his name? Mamoru? Is that what it was? Axel won already. Axel heard y'all talking shit. He said, get ready to get hit, brothers. Meteor slacking a little bit. How's he gonna counter something that massive? Did the Meteor hit a lull in its powers, unable to grab the truly strong fighters this round? Oh my god! Well, actually, I've been received word, Takamura. What's his? I guess I'll just call him Takamura. I've received word that the Meteor actually didn't suck up Master Chief, Master Chief launched himself into the meteor to try and destroy the evils that he finds within there, to save those that were trapped inside of it. We can only hope, however, that there's no monsters stuck here on Earth that we needed Master Chief to get rid of. Now moving on to Axel's next pick. Meteor came back with a big shot. We already know of one monster, Shrek. Is a dog getting beaten up? Oh my god, Curtis Axel got Kurt Angle. Dunks is upset Almas hasn't appeared. Yes, that's the storyline reason. The non-storyline reason is, my other dog is in heat right now, and we obviously have to keep them separated. So Dunks is laying by the door crying because he's horny. Don't worry, I won't play the horny audio for Dunks. I won't punish you all for his discrepancies. His discretions, I should say. Anyway, that's why he's crying by the door. So don't worry, he's fine. He's just being a simp. Alright. And who was the last person sucked up into the meteor this round? She's in heat. Turn the AC on, dum-dum. Dude, we're all in heat. It's Texas. Oh, that's gonna hurt some people in the audience. Umberto Carrillo is trapped inside of the meteor. I know that's gonna hurt some people. Dude, nice flip there by Umberto Carrillo. And now, for Axel's final pick this round, it's been Sexy Boy Summer now. Sexy Boy Meteor. It's been a big round for Curtis Axel. 3 big picks. How is Curtis Axel gonna top this round off? Oh my god! What a grab by Curtis Axel. None other than Kirby. And you have to know, the Meteor might have had a play in this. You think if the Meteor tried to suck Kirby up, Kirby might have been able to defeat the Meteor from the inside. This might have been a strategic play by the Meteor to let Kirby go. Axel definitely won this round. Kirby, just happy to be here. Man, Kirby looking a little different. Yeah, Kirby put on a little more realistic Kirby, not as ripped as they were before. And that's okay, you know? Sometimes you just gotta be yourself. Thank you, Moe Fire Pro, for the follow. If the Meteor sucks, Kirby sucks back. What a line. Alright, now getting ready for the next set of competitors. But what if Kirby sucks all of Axel's wrestlers? That's a risk you gotta take with Kirby, though. That's a risk you just gotta take. Curtis Axel decided he was gonna take that risk. And that's how it is. Wait, what? No, I don't want to quit. Who's next? Alright, I'm gonna lower expectations a little bit. This is not gonna be as stacked of a round as these last few have been. There's gonna be some good picks in this round. I think they might all be good picks in their own sense, but there's nothing really jumping out at me as like an absolute over-the-top ridiculous pick. There's just some basic drafting going on for this next round. Never mind, there's some big ones in the second half. I don't know when they're gonna actually come out, but I take it back. This is pretty split between good pick and very good pick. I understand why Meteor chose Hogan now. Can Kirby truly suck all of Hogan's ego? Oh, that's a good point. Some good counterplays by the Meteor, who sucked up all of his people in advance. But it doesn't matter, as the Meteor can see all flows of time. So maybe he knew all along. Fuck, there's actually some real good ones in here. And the final one is this one. Hoo-wee! I wish I could just set the arena to be like default, so I didn't have to keep selecting it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean. Nah, I mean. This is definitely going to be one of the more sporadic rounds in terms of the people that are in it. Nam and Jaden. Mayhaps. Maybe. We'll have to find out once the report gets put in. I mean, we're waiting for it to load, waiting for the holograms to register. Scott Shelby? Donkey from Shrek? Eddie Murphy in a donkey outfit? There's only one way to find out. Who got sucked up into the meteor now? Who is it? Who got sucked up into the meteor? Crowd in the rafters going crazy. It's Jeff Hardy! Oh no, don't tell me. Please tell me Jeff Hardy didn't get himself sucked up into the meteor so he could jump out of it into Earth. Oh god, please. Jeff, come on, man. Come on, you could have just not been in the meteor. You could have just jumped off these rafters instead, man. You don't gotta do this. You know Scott Shelby isn't in 2K, but you don't know if I made Scott Shelby in 2K, because I did make Cole Phelps. Jeff Hardy, please get in the ring so I can skip your entrance. Alright, moving on from Jeff Hardy. I hope he's laughing at the Jeff Hardy skydiving joke, and not the thought of me making Scott Shelby. You didn't. There's only one way to find out. You have to stay tuned in. That got me, Trey. Which one? Me making Scott... Oh my god, Axel got Bobby Lashley. What a grab from Curtis Axel. Axel grabbing the almighty one. Bobby Lashley. He clearly looks like he doesn't care. He's just here to collect a paycheck. He wants that Curtis Axel money that he earned working for Twitch Chat 1 Limited. Fuck Bobby. Alright, Bobby, your entrance is getting skipped. Your entrance is too slow, Bobby. These two watched Backlash recently. Well, yeah, of course they did. Axel drafted Edge and Orton in the first round. Jeff Hardy going the meteor. Swanton bomb out. Okay, good. The Almighty. Oh, who is this? Who got sucked into the meteor? I have no idea who this is. They got a lot of pyro. Oh my god. Oh my god, no! Oh, John Cone is in shambles. His son, his own son, was sucked into the meteor. The meteor took Nicholas. How old is Nicholas now? Like 12? He's 10. The meteor permanently made Nicholas 10 after sucking him up. Unbelievable. Jonathan Cone, a broken shell of a man at the loss of his child to the meteor. Who knows what monstrosities are in that meteor with Nicholas. I mean, we know one, it's Hulk Hogan. Why did he get so old? And wait, I don't think Nicholas during 2K18. Oh god, the meteor's lagging. Nicholas was a thing. No, Nicholas did not exist in 2K18 universe. He did not. Oh my god! Curtis Axel. He called up Roman Reigns. He wanted Roman Reigns, but clearly Roman Reigns has snapped. Seeing the world fall apart around him, it caused something to snap inside Roman Reigns. He's gone feral. He's a mad dog now. The mad dog Roman Reigns. Who knows what monsters are in the meteor to tag when he was. Curtis Axel grabbed the mad dog Roman Reigns. Dude, Lashley and Roman Reigns. Big round for Curtis Axel, even if Reigns has snapped. Oh! And you can just hear a collective scream of despair from all the women in the audience as they find out that Ivar has been sucked into the meteor. The Viking, the ladies' man Ivar, the world's sexiest Viking, now trapped inside the meteor. And you gotta, oh dude, I don't know if, I'm sure some women got sucked in the meteor, but they've gotta be going wild, knowing how little competition they now have to get their hands on Ivar. Screams in despair. The meteor thinks Ivar is cute. Eric, not so much. War. Curtis Axel, his third pick this round. He's got some bangers already. Lashley and Reigns. He's getting some heavy hitters now. I think Axel's trying to turn his show around. Who's he going to do? Is he going to keep up that trend of turning his show around? Oh my God!
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds,
CM Punk.
the Cyborg.
I mean, he took heavy damage, heavy injuries from the meteor. I didn't bring it up because he didn't die. But I think Curtis Axel supplied robotic parts to rebuild CM Punk on the condition that CM Punk returns to wrestling for his promotion as Cyberpunk. Unbelievable. I'm so shocked. Curtis Axel actually did it. Is he truly a man anymore? And now the last person sucked into the meteor this round is Mojo Rawley. He doesn't get hype because he's stuck in a meteor and he's actually pretty sad about it. He's going through the motions, but just look at his face. He wishes he was on Earth. And now for Axel's last pick of this round. I think Axel won this round. Look, there's Jeff Hardy falling from the fucking meteor. I didn't see any spoilers in the crowd for who Axel's last pick was, to my knowledge. Who did Axel what? Oh, no. Oh, Axel, what are you doing again? You already got Slenderman. Axel, what deals are you making? Axel, please. It's not worth it. I don't know what gates you're opening to get these wrestlers, but you need to calm down, Axel. I don't even know who it is. Axel, please. Oh my God. Hold me, I'm scared. Axel has a xenomorph. Where did you get a xenomorph, Axel?
Weighing in at 234 pounds.
Axel! Axel, this thing should have been in the meteor. This should be something crawling around the meteor killing people. How did you get a xenomorph, Axel? Axel is not... The crowd's running. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, we should have never trashed Axel's draft picks. We should have let him keep picking mid-carders and old people. Oh god, oh I can't, oh my god. I'm receiving word now that Curtis Axel actually sent Cyberpunk to the outskirts of the meteor to grab a xenomorph that was clinging to its sides and drag it down to Earth for Axel to use in his promotion. Oh, we've got to move on. We can't look at this anymore. We got to get someone out there to hold that thing back. So I don't even know what number round we're on. I think that was round 4. I could be wrong. That was round 5. It was the end of round 5. Sweet Lord. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, shit, brothers. Things are starting to definitely look different in the world of, Curtis Axel's wrestling promotion. That's for sure. I like how the Xenomorph was not even a hologram. Yeah, dude, no. Curtis Axel actually just released the Xenomorph into the arena. They're all holograms except for him. Oh, dude, I think we've got another banger round coming up. At least based on these first 2 I see. There's some interesting picks coming. That's definitely for sure. I don't know how much of a banger it's gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting round. No matter what. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is 100% the weirdest round so far. I'm gonna let you all get ready in advance. This is the weirdest round so far. One of these characters is gonna get a very large pop. Maybe multiple of them will. Only one way to find out as I put in the last 2 here. Sorry, my allergies are very bad. And the final character being put in is this. Let me double check I didn't forget a character here. Oh, that was it. Alright. I hope you're all ready. I hope you're all buckled up. The info's been put in. And I can actually use this time to inform you of another casualty update. We have another casualty update. Sawyer Fulton, unfortunately deceased. No longer with us. Very sad to hear about the passing of Sawyer Fulton. Thoughts and prayers go out to him. The sexy 69, Sawyer Fuckton, will always live on in our hearts and our souls. Peace, brother. Not the sexy saws. Who? The sexy 69, Sawyer Fuckton. So much hate, kids these days. Here we go. Don't speak ill of the dead. The first person dragged in the meteor for this round, Patrick Starr.
The
You hate to see it. Some of the light in this world just went dark. As Patrick Star and his comedic genius is brought up into the meteor. At least Patrick, he's a starfish. You can tear him apart and he'll regrow. I think at least he will be okay. He's looking real buff, looking real jacked. I think he'll be okay inside of the meteor. It's unlikely anything too bad can happen to him. Curtis Axel, he's been going off the rails with his picks lately. Absolutely out of control. I don't think he's going to slow it down this time. But we'll have to see. What do you guys think? You think Axel's slowing down this round? Or do you think he's cranking it up even more? As we see Axel's first pick this round is none other than the crowd. Oh, the crowd's getting real hyped. It's King Julian from Madagascar. Curtis Axel trying to get some good dumb comedy of his own to counteract losing Patrick Star. King Julian likes to move it all the way to Curtis Axel's new WWE. Dude got a lime on his head. He's grooving. Look at those funky, fresh moves. I hate how good it is. Yeah, man, that's the only reason I got it. It's unnaturally good. Alright, that's enough of that, King Julian. Your dance is too long. All the people going crowd for someone, going wild. The crowd going wild. Johnny Gargano has been sucked into the meteor. Johnny Gargano actually told me he's very happy to be inside of the meteor. It's like being in his very own star where he can hold 5-star matches. And considering Johnny Gargano's matches are usually the length of a full revolution around the earth, I would say it fits him just fine. Rebel Heart, Rebel Meteor. Curtis Axel's second pick. I think Axel may have... what the fuck's his new phrase? All heart, no soul. That's what it is. It's all heart, no soul. Alright, who'd Axel get after King Julian? Did he finally slow down some of his picks? Is Axel done popping off? Oh my god, I'm so glad you... Oh my god, wait, Marcus! Marcus from Detroit Become Human, the leader of the Android Rebellion. Curtis Axel with the massive pick here. Curtis Axel, he is not holding anything back with a massive pick. The only surviving main character. Yeah! Woo! And there he is. The crowd's so happy to see him. Axel's getting all the robots. I'm actually really glad you brought up Gargano. I think you just brought up... I'm so glad you brought that up. I should have brought this up beforehand, but I'll do it after this round is done. Because I gotta double check where everyone went. Because both Triple H and Gargano have been drafted. Dude, someone was screaming, yeah, and woo. Yeah, man, it was Ultra. Who is that? Oh, it's Spider-Man. Alright, our Spider-Man hologram, it's a little malfunction. It's a little funky right now. Our Spider-Man hologram, it's a little malfunction. Spider-Man's in the meteor. That's all you gotta know. We're gonna move on to Axel's next pick. Don't worry about that. There's some issues. Who's Axel grabbing next? Oh, and Curtis Axel. Was that made by a 2-year-old? Game it just didn't work. Skeletor has joined Curtis Axel's wrestling league. Another massive pick for him. That's Skeletor, actually a Hall of Famer here in Universe Mode, as part of his tag team True Despair with Monokuma. Curtis Axel grabbing a real legitimate Hall of Famer with this pick. And a great pick at that. Skeletor's ready and rearing to go. And now the final person sucked into the Meteor this round. Meteor's in shambles. Got that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He got the Spirit Halloween Spider-Man. Oh, baby! Look at him go! Snorlax! Somehow, you wouldn't think he'd even be able to leave the ground, but the Meteor was able to get its grubby mitts on Snorlax. Oh, the Meteor had to make a real big pick to make up for that Spider-Man fiasco. And the Meteor got Snorlax. As much as it hurts the rest of us to see. I know it really hurt Curtis Axel. He was really hoping to grab himself a Snorlax. But he'll have to settle with grabbing himself this pick right here, the last pick of the round. And Curtis Axel is gonna get himself Krampus Claus, the evil demonic Santa. There were no like spooky lights for this one, but this is another devilish deal Curtis Axel has made. Curtis Axel's ended each round with demons now. It took a couple of attempts, but Meteor finally was able to lift a Snorlax. Must have used a Poke Flute. Krampus now joining Axel. I mean, really, we should have known that Axel was going to be making some demonic deals. I mean, his world champion is actually Freddy Krueger still. There you have it, Krampus. With the big drop. Axel's just trying to scare everyone at this point. Axel's going for the horror roster. He heard you say you had a bad roster. He said, fine, it's a Halloween show now. Man, how many souls did Axel sell to Krueger? I like to think Krueger collected the souls and then they sold them to the respective demons. So I do need to check this now. Because a good point was brought up. The Meteor now has both Triple H and Johnny Gargano. 2/3 of D-Generation X. Who were the Unified Tag Champions in 2K18 Universe mode. So, while we are going to randomize some tag teams here after the draft, I can tell you right now that Johnny Gargano and Triple H will be the tag champions in the Meteor. They get to carry their... It's a different... They'll get a different tag belt, but they do get to be the tag champions for that. And in fact, I can show you the tag belts that they will be using. Johnny Gargano and Triple H, and if Shawn Michaels gets sucked into the Meteor, he will be a part of it too as DX. They will be the Dark Legacy Tag Team Champions. I know it's not a great picture, it's a little dark, but there you go. There's the Dark Legacy Tag Team Championships. So there you are. Axel, you have Broad Daylight Arena, and Meteor is Scary Dark Arena, and their arena is the opposite. Their character is not Arena. Actually, I'm going to say this right now. If you would like to submit some arenas for Curtis Axel's show, via custom arenas or somewhere else, please do. I'm not doing the Wasteland Arena for Curtis Axel's show. I like the arena. I think it's a little too dirty and like bright and kind of shitty looking to be looking at for every single show. So, I would like there to be kind of like a... It's so hard to search for arenas. I don't want to do the Wasteland Arena. I want to save the Hellfire Arena for a pay-per-view. I'm thinking about giving the Meteor the, what is it? The Future DLC Arena. I don't remember what it's called, but you know which one I'm talking about. I'm thinking about giving the Meteor the Future Arena. But, like, wouldn't the Rundown Gym work? It could. Is there still a crowd in the Rundown Gym? I don't want to give them, like, no crowd. That's the one thing. Is I want to make sure they still, like, have a big crowd and everything. It's not going to be like my high school show where, like, you know what I'm saying, where it's supposed to be small and shitty. It can be a little run down because they had to rebuild it. But, like, I don't want, like, you know. You get what I'm saying, I hope. Fuck, I gotta find this character. Okay, cool. I think. Well, if anyone wants to check and let me know. I didn't have a ton of time to look at the arenas, especially because, like, I didn't need to right now. You know what I'm saying? We only needed the Wasteland arena for the draft, which is why I'm doing the Wasteland, because it's the crash slide. Alright. Take your picks. Do you think Curtis Axel is going to finally chill out with his drafts this round? Or do you think he's going to... Do you think he can go as hard as he went the last few rounds? Or do you think this is where he starts to slow down a little bit? This is this person. Maybe the Wasteland Arena could be a pay-per-view arena. I mean, listen, but this is kind of a makeshift pay-per-view because there's going to be matches after the draft. That's why we're skipping entrances now. Maybe this one slows down. No, he went insane. Brand versus Brand. Well, Brand versus Brand is going to be Survivor Series. We can do Survivor Series. If you guys really want to see the Wasteland Arena again after the matches we do, we could probably do Survivor Series at the Wasteland Arena. I'm trying to find this character. There they are. And lastly... There's also, like, a fucking New Day arena for some reason. There's also the Wyatt Swamp compound, but I don't think we're... Dude, maybe Curtis Axel's show is gonna get run in the Wyatt Swamp compound after everyone he's drafted. Jokes aside, I do have more unfortunate news. Darren Young, Mr. No Days Off, faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania, where his head was bashed open. I said he might need to take a few days off. Well, around that time, the meteor crash landed, and Darren Young's head exploded. And so Darren Young is unfortunately no longer with us. But we can at least say, true to his spirit, Darren Young did in fact never take a day off till the day he died. Thank you, Darren Young. Thank you. Although I'm sure Curtis Axel was definitely hoping to get a man like Darren Young on his roster, a man he could always rely on. Alright, here we go. The next round. What is this? Who got sucked in the meteor? What's that noise? Is that a car alarm going on? Oh my god, it's the Trash Man. It's Danny DeVito. The Rundown Gym has literally 8 people. That's what I thought. I think I looked at it. Listen, if you guys really want me to do Curtis Axel's show here, I can. I just didn't think this arena looked like something people would want to look at every week. If you guys want this to be the arena for Curtis Axel's show, absolutely we can. I just didn't think it looked that good because of all the dust. I can be wrong. It's what the people want. That's why I said if you want to submit arenas, you can. Anyway, Danny DeVito, the Trash Man, a legendary wrestler, sucked into the meteor. The baseball arena could work. I was also thinking about that. Alright, Curtis Axel's first pick of this round. Has Curtis Axel gained a little bit of his sanity back after all his other drafts? It's Santa Claus. He's matching Krampus. That's smart. You know what? That's actually the most logical pick he's made this entire draft. He got Krampus. He got the spooky man. He said, alright, you know what? Let's get Krampus's brother. It can be a good tag team. It could be a good rivalry. That's smart. That's Curtis Axel planning for the future. Good draft by Curtis Axel. Got some Christmas magic. Here we go, guys. Have fun. Have fun, Martian Panther. Thanks for coming out. This will go up on YouTube within the next few days. Ho, 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 motherfuckers. Probably wouldn't want Winterfest as a regular. That could be a good Christmas pay-per-view. That should be the TLC pay-per-view. Santa's here. Alright, who's going into the meteor? Alright, spoilers. Spoilers, brother. Lot of spoilers in the crowd. Oh god, there's so many don't look at the crowd, everyone. There's so many spoilers. Oh, but I bet you didn't see this coming. It's Paul Blart Mall Cop. And he's going into the... Oh my god, look out. Cameraman, get out of there. He almost hit the cameraman. Cameraman, oh god, he's swerving. I don't know if Paul Blart knows how to drive this thing. Paul Blart has been sucked in the meteor. Could be a potential ally for Ali to try and bring justice and peace to the inside of the meteor. Yeah, the baseball arena could definitely work. Okay, cool. Fuck, no. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like how it lagged before Curtis Axel's next pick. Oh, it's never a good sign when it lags before Curtis Axel's pick. Oh, that's always a bad sign. Who'd he get? Who did Axel get? Curtis Axel, what is wrong with you? There he is. The American badass, Shane Thorne. Trained underneath The Undertaker and has fully embraced the apocalyptic lifestyle. It's the sign of reality breaking. Curtis Axel has drafted Shane Thorne. This is not the Shane Thorne we all grew to know and love. This is a different, more terrifying Shane Thorne. Listen, the bike kinda ruined the entrance. Oh man, it's good. Can you just only hear the bike over the music? Jesus Christ, look how jacked he is. Axel, what are you Is Axel planning like is Axel really building a wrestling promotion? We sure he's not building an army to invade the meteor and kill them all? Alright, who's this? Who got sucked into the meteor? He's just Jason now. Oh my god! Well, the meteor... I said that the Balors were fused together. The demon was forced back into Finn Balor's body. But I guess when that happened, it also dragged him into the meteor. Because the Demon King, Finn Balor, is loose inside of the meteor. Axel wants all of those backstage matches. Well, maybe it's time I should tell you what the gimmick for Curtis Axel's secondary belt is. Meteor, no way! Let's just say the Global Championship has a very fitting gimmick if you're thinking about backstage matches. Oh, this might be one of the biggest threats inside of the meteor right now. Oh my god, and he teleports. Axel knows what he's doing then. Oh god, fire. Oh, how's Axel gonna counter Demon King Balor? Does he even need to? Maybe Demon King Balor was the counter to Shane Thorne. Oh, that's how he's gonna counter Demon King Balor. Axel's got Papa Shango. The ramp is on fire. Papa Shango, look out, it's hot. Watch your feet, Papa Shango, watch your feet. I told you he teleports. Axel taking a strong Papa Shango pick here. Thank you, Austin Wedgie, for the follow. Who did the meteor? Last person sucked into the meteor for this round. Oh, and it's Tinky Winky.
Brussels, Belgium, weighing in at 220 pounds. Timothy.
I think the person who was waiting for the Teletubby to get drafted might be gone. I don't remember. But either way, Tinky Winky is here. It feels like so long ago that Danny DeVito got drafted, even though it was literally this round. How are you? Doing pretty solid. Tinky Winky trapped in the meteor. Someone inform Jose. This is truly a horror round. And now for how's Curtis Axel? I'm so scared. With all of these picks, how is Curtis Axel going to end this round? If those were the characters he didn't end the round with, who did he end the round with? Please, Axel, show mercy. Oh, the crowd's going absolutely insane for this person. Whoever it is. Oh my god, it's Seth Rollins. And he has himself a replica Universal Championship belt. The Messiah, Seth Rollins, is coming to Curtis Axel's new WWE. Curtis Axel needed himself a priest to fight off all of these demons.
At 217 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion.
And he stole a title belt. That's actually a Walmart replica belt. He requested to be introduced as the Universal Champion. He stole a replica. He looted it from a Walmart after the meteor hit. Truly a heel. Alright. I guess now, well, wait till the actual matches happen. I'll tell you now that Curtis Axel's, the secondary belt for his show is the Global Championship. And that is it's a belt that is defended 24/7 as you know, it's similar to the Fight Master. If you're on your show regularly and you lose, you know, the belt goes to the other person. However, unlike the Fight Master, it does not have to be defended every week. And instead, at every pay-per-view, it will be defended in a backstage brawl match in some kind of special arena. So it's time now. Jeff Jarrett, be proud. Just want to let you all know we are 57 characters deep. 56 characters deep. We got 100 more to go if you think we're ready for it, unless you think we need to split this draft up over multiple days. I know Frosty and Ultra, they were the ones who were the most excited for this, so I'll leave it up to them. I just don't want you getting too burnt out for the draft. I can absolutely be here. Only 56? Well, actually, let's put it this way. Instead of breaking it up over 2 days, is there a certain point where you want there to be a supplemental draft where I just list out the names of the characters getting drafted instead of showing them? I guess that's a better question. I have no idea where this character is. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. There it is. Let's see, who else? Alright, this is a very interesting round. That might go quicker, but I'm fine with what we're doing now. Alright, what I'll say is, keeping in mind that we're going to have several matches when the draft is done, I will let chat tell me when you're ready to stop having entrances and you just want me to start reading out names. That's what I'll say. as we almost have this next round set up. We will take a very short break after this round. Like, you literally just might not want to leave unless you're just using the restroom. It's basically going to be a break just for me to let Dunks outside. And then I'll get him at the end of a different round. You'll get to go out in a minute. I was not saying right now. I'll say after this round, Bubba. After this round. Alright. The round has been set up. The arena has been selected. How many Eldritch Horrors will Axel draft? It's not many Eldritch Horrors this round. Not many at all. Some weird people this round. Not too many Eldritch Horrors. This will take us up to 65 people drafted. And I have news now. The next person, the next casualty confirmed is unfortunately Cassius Ono. Say it with me, everybody. Oh no. Cassius, unfortunately, killed by the meteor. Radiation poisoning actually got to him. His entire body was hyper-radiated. And he started to rapidly decompose. So thoughts and prayers go out, of course, to Cassius Ono, who we're wishing the best. I mean, we're not wishing him the best because he's dead. But, you know. Alright. Who's getting sucked into the meteor? Who's up? Any early game predictions? The meteor on his death. And now, oh, the images didn't work. The holograms malfunction again, but the meteor got the Cookie Monster. The meteor got the Cookie Monster. That's a massive grab for the meteor. Absolute massive. It's a shame the hologram didn't work. And who is Axel drafting? Who did Curtis Axel get? Oh, no way! No way! Former tag team partner of Cassius Ono. No way Jose is going to Curtis Axel's wrestling promotion. And look at all those rosebuds he gets in his conga line, too. That's actually straight up Simon Gotch. Or Hitler. Hold on, Axel's cheating. That's too many people. Alright. That's 6 people. It's like drafting a caterpillar. You know? You draft in one thing, but you get all the segments. The meteor now. Who is its next victim? The Merry Marauder.
Weighing in at 220 pounds.
Which I think is from Shrek. I could be wrong. It could just be a completely random gingerbread man. But nonetheless, the Merry Marauder is out there in the meteor. Just trying to stay alive. We're going to speed this up a bit. We're not going to wait for him to get to the ring. The what? We're not going to wait for him to get to the ring. We're going to speed this up a little more. You mean Gingy? Oh my god, Curtis Axel, you fool. Curtis Axel, you bumbling idiot. Curtis Axel has drafted Mr. McMahon.
Weighing in at 257 pounds, Mr. McMahon.
Axel, you bumbling moron. You're only going to drive your company downwards more. What were you thinking? I think this is the round where he snaps. I think this is where Axel loses his touch with the draft. Axel, why? Boo. And the Meteor's next pick. He's the oldest man. No, Axel got 10. Oh, and the Meteor got Jim Carrey as the Grinch. That's gonna be a hard blow to Curtis Axel's Christmas division, which he was clearly building up. Losing the Merry Marauder and Jim Carrey as the Grinch. The Meteor really knew what it was doing when it looked into the future and shut down Curtis Axel's Christmas division. You told me Axel didn't draft an Eldritch Horror. I said there weren't many Eldritch Horrors. I said there were not as many. From the pit of hell, 640 pounds. Alright. Curtis Axel's next pick. Curtis Axel's fuming. He's throwing his mics, he's controllers, he's smashing things. He drafted the Boss Baby. He wanted the oldest millionaire and the youngest millionaire. He realized he couldn't go for a Christmas division anymore, so now he's going for a rich division with Mr. McMahon and the Boss Baby. Is Axel trying to draft a tag division? Is he trying to draft for the tag division now? Is that what he's planning? By getting Krampus and Santa and McMahon and the Boss Baby? Alright, the Meteor's final victim this round. I'm so used to starting to stream at like 4 o'clock that I'm like, oh, we've gone 2.5 hours. It's only 5 o'clock. Yeah, we've been here a while, but it's like, whatever. Different things are happening. That's why I'm fine. That's why it's up to chat if they want me to start reading the names instead of watching it. Alright, that's Chester Cheetah. Hologram's broken. That's Chester Cheetah, though. That's Chester Cheetah. The Meteor, it's really messing with our holograms, but the Meteor got Chester Cheetah. Another really cool guy. Another really cool guy in Chester Cheetah. And now for the final pick. Is it the final pick for Axel this round? Yes, the final pick for Axel this round. What's he gonna do after? I think he might be trying to build up his tag division. He got the Panda Po! The Kung Fu Panda Po! Meteor really skimped on the holograms. Just a little electric disturbance, alright? Not much we can do about it. And this is what happens when you shop for holograms on eBay. And Poe has been drafted to Curtis Axel's Wrestling League. Okay. So then. Asterisk next to some names. I have to make a list of this. Spider-Man, Cookie Monster, and Chester Cheetah both do not work. They do not have their images go blank even in the wrestling match. So I will need to replace those characters. I know I can replace Spider-Man and Cookie Monster. If I can't replace Chester Cheetah, he'll get someone else. We'll replace Chester Cheetah with a different character if I can't replace it with another Chester Cheetah. I'm going to let Dunks go out to pee real quick. I'll be back in just a second. I am also back. Who's ready for the next round? Not me, because I have to insert in the information. Ooh, I can already see two big honkin' picks in this next round. How do you feel about the draft so far? How's everyone feeling with what they've seen? Oh my god. That's a bonus character. That's a bonus character. Oh, dude, if one of these characters doesn't work, one of these characters comes with an outfit that's straight up a different character. Oh, baby. Alright, I at least know a replacement if someone ends up not making it. Alright. How are you feeling about the people that have been drafted so far? Let's get some opinions. Imagine if we got Cookie Monster or Chester Cheetah as champion. Well, I would make sure it's a working one first before we got that far. With no faces. Oh damn, I hit the wrong buttons. Ruh-roh. That person. Dude, there's Freddy Krueger, but he's already been kind of drafted, so we don't have to worry about him. That's basically a free slot for us to keep going. I mean, they were one of the first 4 in the draft. What do you mean? What do you mean they were one of the first 4 in the draft? And the final person put in is this person. Alright. Oh, if they were the broken ones and had to participate in the tourney. Extremely good point. I'd probably find some way to bail myself out. Alright. Here we go. I've got it set up. Our next set ready to come through. And I also have our final, thankfully, casualty report. Which is that, unfortunately, Ken Bone, the original WWE World Heavyweight Champion, on Friday Night Fights, unfortunately, Ken Bone has passed away. It's a hard time for all of us that remember Friday Night Fights fondly. The era of Ken Bone was a very fun era, but we have to move on. The show must continue. It's what Ken Bone would have wanted, and thankfully, as of now, there are no more casualties to list except for Shelton Benjamin being sucked into the meteor. Not really a casualty, but a shame nonetheless. Shelton. When did Trey get rid of Kermit Fiverr Award? When I had to sing 12 Days of Christmas with the Kermit voice. Alright. Who's Curtis Axel grabbing? No, not Shelty B. Oh, the game's chugging before an Axel pick. This is a red alert. The game is chugging before a Curtis Axel pick. It's Heath Slater in a chicken suit. Oh, he's gonna get sand all between his toes. Oh, dude, it's gotta be so hot and sandy in that chicken suit. Oh, dude, it's going right in the chicken suit. Heath Slater, of course, cop killer Heath Slater, murdered the Big Boss Man. Apparently a face now, due to recent events. But he did murder Big Boss Man to try and earn a tag title shot. Lost the match at Mania, forced to wear the chicken suit for the rest of his life. Heath Slater, drafted by Curtis Axel. But isn't this a hologram? No, we made him walk out here with his bare feet. And with the xenomorph. Someone forgot to tell Heath. And Frieza, putting himself up in the meteor to try and gain some power. That's a big grab for the meteor. Frieza, a very dangerous being to be up there. Someone, quote-unquote, forgot to tell Heath. Curtis Axel, looking for his next pick now. Oh my god, what a grab. What a grab for Curtis Axel. Drew Gulak. No high flying. He's not lying. He will not go to that meteor because it's simply too high in the sky. The man who defeated Lucha Lesnar in a 3 Stages of Hell match at WrestleMania. Curtis Axel even put a replica cruiserweight title on him to show he's gonna push Drew Gulak to the moon. Curtis Axel knows and respects Drew Gulak. I wish there was bloodstains on the championship. The next person sucked in the meat. No! 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 Jimmy Uso has been sucked into the meteor. Of course, Jimmy Uso split up with his tag team partner and rap partner Jay Uso to form a duo career with Chain Chomp. Chain Chomp busy working on their album right now. His third brother, Judas Uso, recently announced his retirement from pro wrestling and now lives a happy life in the Bahamas. And Curtis Axel, who's this? Wait, who's this? Oh, it's Razor! Curtis Axel drafting MMA legend Razor. You can tell. Is this Axel trying to put together another tag team? Is he trying to put together the hard-hitting grappling style of Drew Gulak and Razor? Or is he trying to build himself a hard-hitting brawling division? Who knows? The final person sucked into the meteor for this round. Who could it be now? Alright. Here we go. The meteor. Donkey Kong has been sucked into the meteor. And I've been hearing some rumors recently that the meteor may have messed with Donkey Kong's head. Oh, he's freaking out. He's seeing things that aren't there. Some people believe that they saw someone standing next to Donkey Kong when the meteor crashed, and they believe that another individual may have been fused with Donkey Kong's body. But we have no evidence of that as of right now. Oh god, his face must have been mutated for the meteor. Oh, never mind, it's good. No, it's just Razor's MMA mask. Hey, Pete Dunne's getting picked up by Curtis Axel. They really just cut straight to it. Dude, Axel got some hard hitters this turn. Razor, Gulak, and Pete Dunne all drafted by Curtis Axel this round. Donkey Kong without banana, day 48. Some very solid picks from Curtis Axel. Really putting together a hard-hitting brawl MMA division. Alright. Moving on to the next round. Let's try and think. This is a very simple round, you know? It's nice to just have some calm before the storm, you know? We can't have absolute eldritch horrors 24/7 every draw, every pick of every round, you know? Sometimes you just gotta get some good, legitimate wrestlers who can put on some wrestling matches. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Curtis Axel's show right now. Wow, such vibration. Here's the thing about Curtis Axel's show right now. Say what you will, it's a very diverse show. There's a little something for everyone. He's basically spending every round grabbing a new style of wrestler. What? I've actually just received an update. I've received word that Neville's gone. Neville is missing. I do not know where Neville is, what happened to him. Everyone is searching for him right now. I will update you as time goes on. As we try to locate Neville. He couldn't have gotten far. His entire body was burned. Neville couldn't have gotten far. He might have just... Someone might have rolled him out to get some fresh air, I'm sure. And we'll update you as soon as we find where Neville went. As our next round is now ready. Fuck, this is a hell of a round. Oh, buckle up for this round. Curtis Axel needs cool wrestlers now. Indeed he does. Indeed he does. Oh no, Frosty, where do you think Neville went? Finna burp. The burp has been... Is it contained? It's struggling. Where do you think Neville went? To hell? Oh, Dunk's Borkin. He said, Roro. Alright. This round's taking a little while to load. It's a very powerful round, to say the least. Some curious picks in this one. Alright, who is it that's getting sucked up into the meteor? I'm very nervous to see who it is. Who's going up there? Oh my god! Wait!
The following contest.
Wait, no, wait, are you sure? I'm being told this is not the hologram that was supposed to play. I'm being told this is not a hologram at all. It appears from what we're looking at that both Venom and Carnage have attached themselves to Neville's burnt body to use him as a host. This is Neville with both Carnage and Venom connected to him. He's not just carnal. He's carnival. And I'm being informed that he's about to shoot himself into the meteor to take control of it. Carnival is making himself go up into the meteor. And the crowd is in silent shock. Two symbiotes working together. He's getting ready. He's charging himself up. Connecting to Neville's near-death body. Through the meteor. What is this? Wait, what is this? It's the Fiend. It's the Fiend. I have been confirmed this is in fact a hologram that is malfunctioning. This is not the entrance that this superstar asked to have. I've been informed that the holograms are not supposed to dab. They actually hate dabbing. I've been told that the Fiend, what? I've been informed by Curtis Axel that the Fiend came up to him and said, "Let me in your roster or I'll rip your arms off." And so Curtis Axel hired him. He has no idea who the Fiend is. But all he knows is that the Fiend is not going to be happy that we just accidentally made his hologram dab. And the meteor! The Egyptian god of the afterlife. Anubis. Oh, there's some real horrifying pics getting grabbed right now. Good lord. It's absolutely this round is barreled out of control. Who is Axel gonna draft next? who is Axel's counter pick to Anubis. He countered Carnival with the Fiend, and he's countering Anubis with the Thing. Or just Thing. The noob. Curtis Axel has drafted Thing from Fantastic Four. From the Fantastic... Look, listen. I'm slurring my V's. From the Fantastic Four, Curtis Axel drafts Thing. He's thick. He's thick. Oh, he's a... Oh, thick. That's all. It's clobbering. Oh, and speaking of thick boys clobbering, the Meteor has sucked up Keith Lee. As we all know, this Meteor's power is limitless. As is. Well, the announcer said to himself, Curtis Axel has some big shoes to fill here. With another pick, his third pick of the round. How is he going to follow up the Fiend and Thing? Oh? Oh, come on, Axel. Oh, wait, never mind, I was wrong. Come on, Axel. He's busting out Godzilla. This is clearly the giant monster round for Curtis Axel. The king of the monsters, Godzilla, drafted by Curtis Axel. And now the Meteor. As we see here, King Corbin. He's not even king anymore. Baron Corbin. Now, trapped inside of the Meteor. Who was King of the Ring? Does anyone remember who won King of the Ring? I legit don't remember. Like 2K18 universe King of the Ring, not real life King of the Ring. Obviously Corbin. Now for Curtis Axel's last draft pick for this round. He needs a big name, and he got it. This was definitely the big monster round. The Sea Creature, drafted by Curtis Axel. And the crowd, they can't believe Curtis Axel got his hands on the Sea Creature. What an absolutely incredible game. So we're going to take another very short break for me to bring Dunks inside, and I will be right back. Oh, you missed the entire round then. Okay. Well, the fan's on high, but I'll recap the round for you, and then I'll mute the mic and turn the fan off. Curtis Axel drafted the Thing from the Fantastic Four, Godzilla, the Sea Creature from Southpaw Regional Wrestling, and he drafted a mysterious man in a red robotic outfit named the Fiend, who threatened to rip his arms off if he did not hire him. The Meteor sucked up Baron Corbin, Keith Lee, the Egyptian god Anubis, and then it was revealed that Venom and Carnage had connected to Neville's body and used him as a host and created Carnival, and they flew to the Meteor to go take control of it. So Venom, Carnage, and Neville, all in one body as Carnival, are in the Meteor. I will now mute my mic, turn the fan off, and continue. Fuck, why did I have to miss a god round? Yes, I know. The name says Carnum. I'm gonna change it to Carnival. Just like how I meant to change the Freen's entrance. Because I thought it was funny they had the dab entrance, and I was testing out entrances on him. And I just kind of, like, forgot to fucking change it, because I was doing it at, like, 1 a.m. last night. After playing Dead by Daylight. Alright. This is not the list I need. Okay, here we go. The question is, never mind, the question has been answered. Frosty, how do you feel about that last round? Ultra, how do you feel? I mean, I already know how Ultra feels about that round. He called it a god round. He was mad that he missed it. I will have to go back and see it. I mean, you'll see all of them again. So, you know. Probably. I'll make sure every competitor gets at least one match in Universe Mode. Even if I have to shove them into Battle Royals on the pay-per-view. Pretty good round. Cool, cool. I'm going to be honest with you. Little spoilers, little spoilers. This is a very actual wrestler-heavy round so far. Alright, it's a lot of actual wrestlers, and then there's a few big hits in here that aren't actual wrestlers. Just go here, I think. Yes. What does that look like? Okay, cool. 2 more. Yeah, this is a very actual wrestler-heavy round with some other big hits. I mean, listen, there's some of the real wrestlers in here are also big hits. Don't get me wrong. All right. Select arena. Bubba, calm down. Quit simping. Quit simping. It's not that important. I know it's hard that Almas isn't here yet, and we're almost 100 characters in. I know it's hard for you. But you've got to tough it out. I've got all the casualties. Almas isn't dead. We just don't know if he's been drafted. Oh, that made him mad. He walked away. He said, "No, sir. I won't listen to your lies." Alright, here we go. Oh, baby. Setting up for the first Meteor pick. The crowd's all ready for it. They want to know, who did they lose? Who's going to the Meteor? They heard the dirt sheet saying this was a very wrestler-heavy round. And we're starting off with Cesaro getting sucked into the Meteor. And you know, that's worth noting. Cesaro is, in fact, with Sheamus again. Sheamus also in the Meteor. Oh shit, police, I need to run. Cesaro potentially rejoining Sheamus in the Meteor, who knows if they'll end up back in a tag team together. Curtis Axel, he needs a big wrestler here to counter Cesaro. Cesaro's a great wrestler. Curtis Axel said, absolutely not, no wrestlers. I'm getting Monokuma. I'm putting back the Hall of Fame team, True Despair. An incredible grab for Curtis Axel. Snagging himself the entire Hall of Fame tag team, True Despair. A strategic play there by Axel. That's 2 tag teams rebuilt here. Oh! It's Mr. McElroy! Boo, you basic bitch, Axel. Mr. McElroy was sucked into the Meteor. And yes, that is just Tyler Breeze in his Southpaw outfit. The Meteor's collision made Mr. McElroy a real person. Tyler Breeze and Mr. McElroy both exist. The Meteor dragged him out of the TV and sucked him into the Meteor. As Axel's going to have a tough pick to counter that one. Dunks is praying for Almas. Come on, Axel. Pull through. Mr. McElroy not looking impressed. Telling the crowd to quiet down. It's, of course, it's a program we made do it. Who's Axel grabbing? Oh my god! Axel! Drafting the badass psychopath. Okay, so this is supposed to be the psychopath from Borderlands, but like the little decorations on its mask didn't load in. That being said, I might let this one slide. I don't know yet though. Cause it kinda like looks acceptable. It looks good from a distance, acceptable up close. And then like the actual image for it. Badass approaching. The actual image for it looks way better, but some of the stuff didn't load in. I'll see what I can do about that. If I can't do anything, I'll probably just leave it. So actually, Axel not going for any real wrestlers so far. Oh, it's Elias. Elias is getting sucked in the meteor. Play Wonderwall.
As the man who holds the power of the wind in his fist, I've got one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, I have been all across the world. I've been to Paris, I've been to Italy, all across Europe, South America, South Africa, you name it. Elias has been there, and it has brought me here tonight. And it seems everywhere I go, no matter what I do, a universal truth follows me. And I am certain that everyone here knows it. It is that WWE stands for. I said WWE stands for. Well, I gotta tell you, I certainly came prepared with a song tonight, but before I get started, I need you all to do a few things for me. I need you to silence your cell phones, hold your applause, and shut your mouths.
And then the meteor sucked him up. And then the meteor sucked him up. Stop the song. Oh! I thought that was Elias screaming. Curtis Axel finally deciding to get an actual wrestler. Let's all walk with Elias straight to a meteor. Curtis Axel drafting Big E. What a move there by Axel. What a great pick. Now that Axel's finally grabbing some actual wrestlers. Isn't that right, Dunks? He says yes. Good pick. I think this is the last. This might be the last meteor. Oh, and the meteor taking Buddy Murphy. You gotta think that one's gonna hurt Frosty to know that Buddy Murphy no longer here with us.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, Buddy Murphy.
Exactly 205. Buddy Murphy in the meteor, and now it's time for Curtis Axel's final pick for this round. Who is it? Oh, what a grab by Curtis Axel. Buddy. Listen, we were questioning Curtis Axel not grabbing any regular wrestlers this round, but he got two of the best of this round, Big E and AJ Styles. Murphy is the Meteor's best kept secret. Buddy Murphy was a great grab by the Meteor. You gotta imagine Curtis Axel's really hoping he could get his hands on Buddy Murphy. As we move on here. Oh shit. Fuck. Sometimes I gotta remember what these characters' like first names are, so I'm used to calling them by their last name. Oh no, if you can hear hammering outside, they're doing some construction work. Dunks is like, no, hammer. Hammer. Let's see. I think we're gonna see a few fan favorites this round. A few surprises as well. And a few people that are gonna be surprises because you would have never thought they'd be drafted in a million years. But you know, sometimes the meteor just grabs who the meteor grabs, and sometimes Curtis Axel has to make some compromises with who he wants on the show. And we're gonna see some of those up here in this round, so keep that in mind. God, I love Boshi. Will we see Jack Frost? Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Alright. The competitors have been entered. The arena has been selected. I almost removed the WWE screen. So for clarity, there are a total of 180 characters for us to get through. Once we finish this round, we will have hit 100. So past the halfway. I mean, actually we are at the halfway mark right now. Actually. In terms of wrestlers, not in terms of time spent, because we spent the first few rounds watching the entrances way longer than we're spending watching them now. So just remember, if at any point, instead of watching the entrances, you want me to just pull the wrestler up on screen as they get drafted, I will do that. But until then, we've got another round to go right here. Skirt, skirt. Oh, the meteor grabs who it grabs. Mike Kanellis has been sucked into the meteor. The only suck he's gotten in a very, very long time. Curtis Axel's first pick of this round. It literally has to be better than Mike Kanellis. Who is it gonna be? It's none other than Ed, the Boss, if you'll remember. Ed won the Boss Battle Royal by cheating and using a giant magnet. So Ed is now the Boss. And he used his authority as the Boss not to get any pyro. He just punched the wall. He just punched the floor because he's dumb. He used that authority to get a job in Curtis Axel's wrestling league. That means he's not with his tag team partner Scooby-Doo either. They have been split up. Oh my god, the meteor just got a big, big boy in Bellsprout. It's my second favorite egg. The meteor sucked up Bellsprout. And can we get some Pog Sprouts in the chat? Bellsprout is up in the meteor right now, growing, becoming even more powerful than you could ever imagine. Calm down, Bugs. Curtis Axel thinking very carefully about his next pick. Wanting to make sure it's the most strategically correct option. He definitely needs more cool people on his roster. And this person might be just the cool dude he needs. The Boogeyman! Never mind, this is just another demonic character. Could the Boogeyman be how Curtis Axel was making all his deals with those demons? Big Boogeyman draft by Curtis Axel. And the Meteor. As we load up. That's not cool. It is not. Oh, speaking of cool, the Meteor just got The Rock and his $500 shirt. Unbelievable. What a choke from Curtis Axel. The Meteor just got $500 cooler. Spits apple at the Boogeyman. That's a cool shirt. Dude, I wish I would have known the Meteor was going to get all the cool guys. I would have definitely gotten Carlito. Because then it would have worked no matter where he went. Not the shirt. Oh, how's Axel going to counter The Rock? Who could Axel possibly get? Oh, he's gonna get the Night Ghost. Axel just... Shut the grenade, look out! He's got a live explosive. How did the hologram get a smoke grenade? You didn't get Carlito? Wait, what? How'd he do that? What? How'd he do that? Wait. He transformed. I wasn't ready for that. Axel's fallen back on his old ways of just making deals with demons when his draft gets bad. Wait. Dude, 2K20 universe fucking rules. He went back to normal. Oh my god. The Meteor got Goro Majima. The Meteor got its own Mad Dog. Curtis Axel has Roman Reigns, but the Meteor has Goro Majima. And you know Kazuma Kiryu has to be absolutely torn up about the fact that his good friend Majima has been sucked into the Meteor. Good. Fuck not the Mad Dog. I actually have no idea if Kiryu and Majima are friends. I watched like 3 hours of Yakuza, whatever the, not Yakuza 0, but whatever the newest one other than that was. 5, maybe? I don't know. Alright, Curtis Axel's next pick. I think it's his last pick of this round. It's Braun Strowman. It is, in fact, the last pick of this round. Braun Strowman, drafted by Curtis Axel. That's a very big grab for Axel. Just a reminder. Of all the people you've seen Curtis Axel draft so far, of all these people, Sami Zayn, Edge, Oni Lorcan, and Randy Orton are the 4 that he said he was building his company around. We really should have used Frankenstrowman with this plot. No comment. It's time to set the next list. No friends. Sorry, Trey. Damn. Alright. Getting the next set going. Now that we've hit 100 people, you guys good to keep going the way we just did that round? You still want to keep doing it this way? I'm still, I mean, there's no reason for me to not do it this way until chat says otherwise. So I'll keep giving you the option, but that's not... Me giving you the option is not me hinting that I'm ready to stop. It's just me giving you the option. It was quick, so yes. Alright. In hindsight, I do think some of these people I should have cut. I could have probably cut this down to like 170, maybe 160 if I cut out a lot of the real wrestlers, but I wanted to have it even in real wrestlers, and I think that was a mistake. I think it's more fun to see the wacky wrestlers. But you know what? We still got some fan favorites in here, and that's good too. Alright, arena being selected. And we are ready to go. I know Ultra is still waiting for Jack Frost to get drafted. Frosty, is there anyone you're still really waiting for to get drafted? Real person or otherwise? Dunks do be staring at me. Kirito? No comment. Dunk's giving me those almost eyes. And here we go. The next round starting right up. Let's hit it. Let's knock it right out of the gate with the first person going up into the meteor. It's none other than Matt Hardy. And you know what? I think of all the people going up to the meteor that are normal people, Matt Hardy, he might do fine up there. Him and his broken self, I think they could survive perfectly well up in that meteor. Oh? No way. There's no way Axel did it. Did Axel do it? Or does someone else have his entrance? Axel, don't tell me, you son of a bitch. Right after you drafted Braun Strowman, too. There he is. Curtis Axel got his hands on the Fiend. I know, Bubba. I know, Bubba. I know. Now we're moving on. He did it. He actually did it. Meanwhile, poor Rock Lee getting sucked into the meteor. But you know what? I'm hearing word to Rock Lee actually pretty excited to be up in the meteor. He thinks there's lots of strong people to fight inside the meteor. And he's ready to give it everything he's got. Dunks, please chill out. Calm, Bubba. Calm. Boop. Curtis Axel, how are you gonna Kane! He drafted the Fiend and then he drafted Kane. That's exactly how he's gonna counter it. Two demons back to back. Axel's demonic Royal Rumble win. Well, as I said, the meteor gets who the meteor gets. R-Truth sucked up into the meteor. We're going to cut the hologram off right now. We're not going to let it go on like Elias's hologram did. R-Truth trapped in the meteor. And let's go! He's still alive and kicking it, baby. Zack Ryder in Curtis Axel's Wrestling League. Ready to go. Ready to fight all of the demons out there waiting. What's up? Getting all the cool people. Who's the last person the Meteor got this round? Look at that Matt Hardy sign. We had to censor Zack Ryder's armpits for all you horn dogs. No! No! I'm heartbroken. Of all the people to get, the Meteor took Shaquille O'Neal from us. He had so much going for him. He was the new Papa John. He was best friends with the General. He liked basketball. I'm so sad. No! Shaq is trapped inside of the Meteor. Curtis Axel's final pick of this round. Who's he gonna grab after all this? He got him. Wow, Metalik. Or Grand Waluigi, whichever one you want to call him. I don't know what the better name is. But as we all know, it's Grand Metalik's soul trapped inside of Waluigi's body. And Curtis Axel, he wasn't really sure if that counted as a spook, but he figured he would get his hands on him anyway. He wants to bring basketball to the Meteor, and pizza, and insurance. And good vibes. Does Grand Luigi still have body possession move? I don't know. I just gave him Grand Metalik's moveset. So it's possible. This could be trouble. If you could guarantee that one wrestler in this game wasn't in the draft, who would it be? Your answer will have no effect on anything. I'm just having a conversation. My throat's killing me after all this, though. Definitely no movie night tonight. You would make sure John Cena doesn't get drafted? It's a bold stance to take. I thought we were past the Cena sucks era. He did defeat Jonathan Cenathan Jr. at WrestleMania. Alright, final guy being put in. This is a very mixed round. Imagine the time I would save if it just auto-selected the arena. Frost, if there was anyone you could keep from being drafted, who would it be? Oh, you meant who I thought wouldn't get drafted. No. If you yourself could stop someone from being drafted, who would you pick? Of someone who's already in the game. I apologize for all the coughing. Probably Bobby Lashley. It's an interesting pick. I can understand why. I still think it's interesting, though. Thank you, Ben, for the follow. As we see now, who's trapped in the Meteor? It's Shane McMahon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
He's gonna jump out of the meteor. It's the same joke. He's gonna fucking jump out of the meteor. I don't have a fresh twist on the joke. It's the same joke. 'Cause it's both true. But who did Curtis Axel draft? Oh, speak of the devil. Curtis Axel grabbing the franchise, the big match money, John Cena. The McMahon family has in fact been split up. But who can get there? Who can get there faster? If you drop Jeff, if Jeff Hardy and Shane McMahon jump off the meteor at the same time, who hits the ground first? Is it Walter White in the audience? Maybe he teams with Jeff. Rigged? Wait, what's rigged? Him getting John Cena? I'm new to this universe. Who are the champions? Oh, the Cat in the Hat's in the meteor. Thank God. Thank God the Cat in the Hat has been contained in the meteor.
130 pounds, the Superstar.
I will talk about the champions in just a moment once we get through this round of the draft. Freddy Krueger and Solid Snake are the world champions, correct. The tag champions are DX, which is currently Triple H and Johnny Gargano. We don't know where Shawn Michaels is yet, but we know that Mankind has been drafted by Curtis Axel. Bubba, please. Bubba, please. Dude, Axel grabbing all the big name superstars this round. He said, I need me some star power. I think those are the only 3 champions we know. I think the rest have to be decided here tonight, once the draft is over. I am not from the UK. Thank you for the follow, Billy, by the way. And Tyler Bate sucked into the meteor. Mama's crying at the loss of her big, strong boy. Is that 2 for Axel? That is 2 for Axel so far. So this will be the 3rd match. I am not watching Raw tonight. I don't watch wrestling live. I watch it afterwards so I can skip through the commercials and stuff. Alright. Who's Curtis Axel? Curtis Axel! He's going demonic again. He just can't help him. I really thought a lot of these monster dudes, I'm gonna be real with you, breaking the 4th wall, I thought a lot of these monster and demon dudes were gonna get, like, in the meteor. But no, they're just all drafted by Curtis Axel's literally grabbing pretty much every one of them. Like I said, I was disappointed that Freddy Krueger, like, wasn't the champion of the meteor. But, dude, clearly he's more fitting being on Curtis Axel's show. No! 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 Not Kofi! The New Day has been split up. Big E is on Earth, but Kofi Kingston is trapped inside of the meteor. Oh, it's a hard day for New Day fans. It's a hard day, yes it is, to get this news. New Day split up. It's time for Curtis Axel's final draft pick this round. And he is going for star power. He has Drew McIntyre. Dunk's still very sad. Almas is undrafted. Ultra, are you sighing at the New Day getting split up? Theoretically speaking, if Xavier Woods gets drafted, then he has to be with someone. But that's only if he gets drafted. Dunks, please cheer up. Please no sad. Alright, moving on now to the next round. This is a big round. It's a big round here. This is massive alarms going off. Big round alert. This is a red alert round so far of these first 4 I've seen. I feel like Austin Creed is more likely to get drafted than Xavier Woods. Maybe if the Meteor gets him. Oh, dude, this is such a big fucking round. Holy shit. Alarm, alarm, alarm. We could see another tag team broken up this round, depending on where one of these people goes. Red alert, red alert, red alert. Alright, the people have been entered. The arena has been selected. Oh my god, what a round. Mostly real people, too. That should tell you how big of a round it is. I'm saying it's a big round, and 6 of the 8 are actual wrestlers. I think the next round... The next round is a little stacked. It's not quite as stacked as this round. Oh, poor sad Dunker. Alright, here we go. Who's going in the Meteor? First Meteor pick. It's gonna be someone big no matter who it is. They're all big picks. And the Meteor grabbed... Oh my god! The Thing! From John Carpenter's The Thing! Finally! Dude, Curtis Axel is rolling in his grave. He can't believe he didn't get this monstrosity. Finally, the Meteor has a monster to roam its halls. People in the Meteor are shaking with fear. Curtis Axel's gonna have to make a big pick since he missed out on a big meaty monster like this. Rolling in his grave. Oh, Axel, who did you draft? The Thug. Axel, who did you get this time? Axel, what deal have you made? He got the candles back out. Yo, wrestling tattoo guy, welcome. Spoiler alert, Axel's actually goes now. Oh, the deadliest deal of all. He got regular Aleister Black on his show. I know, Dunks, you're very sad.
Weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister.
Oh, I thought he wasn't going to say the Black for some reason. I just heard him say Aleister. And Curtis Axel getting the Sicilian psychopath. Never mind, Curtis Axel just got Aleister Black. The Meteor gets Tommaso Ciampa. There's a big monster and a psychopath going to the Meteor this round. What's Curtis Axel going to do? He really wanted that Tommaso Ciampa pick. Axel trying to think carefully. Axel thinking real long and hard about this. Wants to make sure he locks in a good pick. And he get... Oh, and Curtis Axel grabbing Darby Allin. I think Curtis Axel's looking for some hardcore wrestling. Yes, once Gargano went to the Meteor, Ciampa was soon to follow. Darby Allin drafted by Curtis Axel. A big grab. Darby Allin coming out with the kendo stick and everything. Darby Allin is a hologram. The kendo stick is not. Listen. I know what your hums are about. There's literally nothing wrong with Tyler Bate, if you actually look into it. I tried to look into Darby Allin. I could not find any info about Darby Allin other than AEW stuff. Oh, come on. Alright, well, it's bugged. This was supposed to be Gigan from Godzilla. It is clearly glitched. I'm very disappointed. Hopefully I can get Gigan working. But he's going on the list of possible needing to be replaced. And who is Axel's third pick this round? It's Rey Mysterio. Where's Alan's skateboard? Is it in the Meteor? Yes.
And from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175.
Curtis Axel drafting the hero Rey Mysterio. That's a big grab for Curtis Axel. All the little luchadors rising up. And the final grab for the Meteor this round. Say anything. He's not looking at the TV right now. We might be able to slide by it quickly without him noticing. But we can all notice Curtis Axel's brand new pick. Crazy that the Meteor just skipped a pick that round. Oh, he got up. Who is it? Who is it, Dunks? Oh, Curtis Axel. It was Tyler Breeze. Did you hear him cry? You see what you did, Frosty? You made him cry. You made him cry, Frosty. As Curtis Axel drafts Tyler Breeze. I hope you're happy. Dude, I hate this shit that doesn't work. This is so stupid. Alright. The next set. Wow, Frosty makes dogs cry. Unbelievable. Look at the pain you've brought onto this world, Frosty. That's it. Get to the... You know what? You know what? You know what? There's someone that's getting drafted this round just because of what you did, Frosty. Just because of what you did. You made this happen. You'll know who it is when they appear. I'm sorry, Dunks. You don't have to cry. It's gonna be okay. At least Almas will maybe get booked, probably. I don't actually know. Okay. Two more. This person. And lastly... Nope, that's the wrong person. And the last person here. We're actually we're at one... After this round, we'll be at 132, just so everyone knows. We're really speeding along now. Bubba, it's okay. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. I know some people are mean. I wish I could show you this loading screen because all of the characters are, like, lined up perfectly except for the one on the far left, which is very much, like, way in the background compared to all the others. It's so funny. Like, everyone's lined up perfectly at their waist, and then the guy on the far left, like, his shins are where their waistline is, and he's just standing above all of them. Alright, here we go. Who's gonna get trapped in the meteor? It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, and he's ready to drink some beers and kick the shit out of this meteor if it thinks it can hold him back. A real glass-breaking son of a bitch. Curtis Axel, livid at losing Stone Cold Steve Austin, has to make a big pick for his show to really balance things out. He needs more star power. And what other star power is there than the 4 million IQ Eric Rowan? Rowan, he saw all of the monstrosities that Axel was drafting. He said, hey man, you got any spiders? And he said, I did not get Spider-Man, but there's probably some spiders somewhere. And Rowan said, oh, hey. And now, oh, Cedric Alexander heading off into the meteor. In the dark, he feels at home. So hopefully, he will do just fine inside of the meteor. It's okay, Bubba. Oh, he's crying extra hard. Calm down. Curtis Axel's making his next big draft pick. And that pick, it's taking some time. You hate to see it, folks. Who is it? Oh, the crowd's fury. Oh, it's Caillou. Curtis Axel, he sent a letter out to the bald guy trying to get Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he ended up with Caillou. Of course, as we all know, Caillou is in fact canonically over 6 feet tall. That's a fact. You can Google Caillou's height. He is over 6 feet tall. And he's now drafted by Curtis Axel. Boo! The crowd hates it. They said, fuck, I hate Caillou. He's annoying. Gets everything he wants. Boo! It's the worst PBS Kids cartoon. Boo! Oh my god! Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, just fading into existence. The Meteor has drafted Lars Sullivan. And the crowd's booing even harder than before. 2 terrible picks back to back. This is the worst round of the draft ever. Curtis Axel needs a really good pick. Lars Sullivan is the perfect example of I'm drafting the character, not the person. Kevin Owens ready to fight anyone, including the monsters inside of Curtis Axel's wrestling league. Of course, just like Gargano and Ciampa stayed together, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens also stayed together themselves. Was that his last pick? Or is there another one? Okay, yeah, there's one more for each. The last person in this round going into the Meteor. Oh no! Did Lars finally get his stage fright over with? Who knows? Tune in to find out. Ribby! No, Ribby, no! He's waving goodbye to everyone. Ribby's slowly getting sucked into the Meteor right now. He wanted to come out and say goodbye in person. Ribby's waving goodbye as he fades into the Meteor. Goodbye, Ribby. Goodbye. Oh, round of applause for Ribby. There, go, Ribby, go. Let's say fly high, Ribby. Fly high. Oh, Jesus. Dogs barking in despair for Ribby's death. He's not dead, he's just in the Meteor now. And Curtis Axel's last pick this round. I mean, like, is it really a surprise to anyone? It's Jason Voorhees. Of course, you may notice Jason Voorhees looking a little more messed up than usual. That's right. Jason Voorhees, his entire body was burnt and mutilated even more than it normally is by the meteor. Hence why he looks so extra fucked up. But nonetheless, Curtis Axel drafting Jason Voorhees. Ribby, a hero that will be missed. Alright, time for our next set. Man, who was I supposed to be mad about? I think there's several people you could have been mad about. Take your pick. His head looked like a bloody basketball. Ha ha ha. It sure does. You know what? This is a fun round. This is a fun round that's going to get some very big pops. Because, you know, as you can tell, like, everything's like a wasteland out here, right? Like, everything's all, like, fucked up and shit, right? It's a giant junkyard. So there's some shit back here. That's all I'm saying. There's some shit back here. And that shit is Lindsay Dorado. Ooh, that was rude. That was bullying. Don't bully like me. Don't be a bully. Lindsay Dorado did nothing wrong. Okay. The information has been entered. And we are now loading. Can't wait for us to not draft either Jack Frost or Kirito after everyone's waited for them for so long. Nobody you were expecting got drafted. You fools. You dummies. Dunks cry. He say, I'm sad. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Hoo. What do you think the worst draft pick so far has been? Actually, answer that question in the next round, because we're about to go into this round right now. It's time to see some more names sucked into the meteor. Some of these names might hurt seeing them go into the meteor, like Otis. Otis trapped in the meteor. That's another. That one. I know that one's gonna hurt. Fucking the first round. Otis, unfortunately, in the meteor, and you know that's a painful one. That's really tearing the. Even Dunks was sad about that one. No, dude, the crowd's so disappointed. Some of them are thinking about leaving now that Otis is in the meteor. But hopefully, we can turn it around with Curtis Axel's next draft pick, Baymax. Axel grabbing himself another superhero to try and help defend planet Earth. But is it too late after such other grand heroes have been taken? And Akira Tozawa going up into the meteor. The crowd sighing a breath of relief that it's just Akira Tozawa. Where the fuck is his armor? He doesn't need it right now. It's a hologram. We don't have... Excuse me. We don't have armor for the hologram. Don't worry, Baymax has his armor. Curtis Axel's counter pick. Oh, it's lagging, gamers. Hold tight. Oh, God, it's lagging, brothers. Oh, it's lagging on an Axel pick. Oh, it's the gobbledygooker. It's the gobbledygooker, drafted by Curtis Axel. Where is his army of bike ninjas? The gobbledygooker, here to be the mascot of Curtis Axel's wrestling promotion. Look at that wacky guy go. He's insane. Axel's really digging deep. His name is censored. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I can change that or not. I haven't really tried. Oh, and the Meteor taking another cruiserweight. Why the Meteor trying to build up a cruiserweight division here? Humberto Carrillo, Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander, Akira Tozawa, Mark Andrews, Otis. All the big ones are here. It's time for Axel's next pick. Everyone thinks he's clearly gone insane drafting the gobbledygooker. But would you say that someone insane would draft this next person? Lince Dorado? That's right. He didn't let the Meteor get... He saved Lince Dorado. He saw Lince Dorado walking down the street with his piñata. And he saw that beam from the Meteor come for him. And Carlos said, no! And that's all he did. He didn't actually save Lince Dorado. He just screamed no. I get why it's a pretty offensive word, but still. Yeah, it's just... It does that with a few other things. If it censors the word at all, it censors it, even if it's not just the word. But actually, it was this person who pushed Lince Dorado out of the way and saved him, but got sucked up into the Meteor himself. The person who saved Lince Dorado and got sucked up in the Meteor in his place was none other than Connor! The last Connor! We found him out here in the junkyard and we reactivated him. And he moved just in time to save Lince Dorado from the Meteor. And Connor took his place instead. Connor, saving people even in the end, died on an elevator again. Oh, and there's the final one! Curtis Axel's last draft pick. That Connor fucking sucks. It looked way better from a distance. It really did. Anyway, Axel drafts Grand Champion Batista. Batista's very much, embraced the apocalyptic lifestyle. And has been drafted by Curtis Axel. Who is that? It's Batista. He's just a little crazy now.